What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? How we doing this fine what day? Thursday. Oh, I guess I should move the microphone over here so you guys can actually hear me. I guess I'm not all there right now. How's everybody doing though? Welcome. I had to keep up with that homework, man. Keep up with that homework. It's not going to be too exciting here. Just a pretty typical live stream. Hello, everybody. Oh wow, there's lots of people joining in. Made a Cedar Point B&M sit down concept. I'll have to check it out. I'm doing all right. I hope everybody out there is well, staying safe, and just doing well in general. It's been a few days since I did one of these, and I just kind of wanted to do this to hey, what's up? But anyway, there are a few things I did want to address in this live stream. I don't like feel the need to constantly update you guys. I mean, I've always just released videos. No, I have not seen any of the new videos yet. They just came out. I saw a couple new videos that came out right before I started this, so I have not had a chance to watch those. But anyway, let's see. So excuse me. Get a drink here. Hey, what's up? So, excuse me. Okay, I think I can talk now. As I started saying, I don't feel the need to constantly update you guys with like a live stream or anything. But I just kind of felt like doing a live stream right now. And I figured I would, throw a few updates in there. A couple days ago, I got some unfortunate news about my job. I may or may not have a job still. That's still kind of up in the air. And I'm not looking for like, a bunch of sympathy or anything, but I haven't worked a whole lot on my new video because of that. I started kind of writing a script the other day, and I kind of put it off because I got that news, and I haven't really done much with it yet. I was trying to write a little bit right before I started this. So I'm working on that video, and I said like a few days back it would be coming within the next couple days, and I was kind of planning on uploading it like yesterday or probably today. That's not going to happen. I don't have a video upload schedule anyway, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, not looking for a bunch of sympathy or anything. I know a lot of people are dealing with very difficult situations right now. And in reality, a lot of other people probably have it worse than I do. But that's just why I haven't uploaded. I probably would have had a video uploaded by today if it weren't for that, but I haven't really done much of the script yet, so drink some good coffee here. But yeah, thank you guys for the continued support. It's good to see all you guys here. There's quite a few people in the stream today, actually. Sometimes there's not a lot in here. Sometimes just 6 or 7 people. There's a decent amount in here right now, so it's good to see. How many drinks do I have? I usually have water and coffee for my live streams. So no, I drink my coffee black. Always drink my coffee black. My home park is Cedar Point. So yeah, anyway, the video's kind of slow going. I'm just taking my time with it. I'm not like trying to rush it or anything. I've never really followed an upload schedule, as I'm sure you guys probably know. And hopefully, that'll be done within the next couple days, and hopefully, maybe even tomorrow. Maybe there will be a new video tomorrow. If not, hopefully the day after that. Um, so yeah, that's how it's going as far as the channel. Don't forget to check out my merch store if you guys haven't done that yet. I've had a few orders put in, but there are still a lot of people who haven't ordered anything that said they were interested. So if you feel like doing it, go on and check out my merch store. There's tons of stuff in there, tons of stuff, lots of really cheap stuff. And there's a few more expensive things too. There's like, honestly, there's something for pretty much every price range. Definitely not an obligation, obviously, but greatly appreciate any kind of support with the channel, or with the merch or anything like that. So yeah, I have the merch store. There's tons of t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies. There's a fleece blanket, a pillow, uh, art, like canvas art, and there's all kinds of stuff. So try to keep it all pretty affordable, and yeah, definitely go check that out. Anyway, what else we got? I was thinking I would clue you guys in about Indiana Beach just today, or it looks like they actually posted this the other day, and for some reason I didn't see it till today. But they have updated their Facebook page, and that Indiana Beach closing banner that they had like on their website and everything, they still have that up there, but they changed it. So it's where it says Indiana Beach permanently closed, they put an X over the permanent. So it says, basically it just says Indiana Beach closed, and they crossed out the permanently. And I mean, they did it very intentionally. And they posted that update a few times. So it's kind of like, and we've heard a lot of news over the last week or two about a possible buyer closing a deal pretty soon as far as acquiring the park. So keep your fingers crossed. Um, you know, it's looking yeah, it's looking pretty positive. Especially now that we got the page posting that, I mean, they made that somber announcement back in February, and that was the last thing that had been posted on that page. And then all of a sudden, seemingly out of nowhere, just they update their photo. Why not save it for Coaster Cafe? Well, kind of like Chaos said, I felt like doing a live stream, and I wanted to talk about something positive. So this is something good. So potentially good news. It's not you know, nothing is set in stone yet. We haven't had any kind of announcement as far as somebody actually buying, but Insane Coaster Junkie actually brought up one other thing I wanted to discuss here too. There's probably not a whole lot of big Trivium fans in here. Maybe there are, but my favorite band is Trivium. If you guys don't know that, really, really good band. They released another new song today. Their album comes out next Friday. I'm stoked. I have it pre-ordered. I got the hat with it. But yeah, they released a new song today called Amongst the Shadows and the Stones, and it's absolutely killer. It's a real banger. It's a really good song. So if you guys like heavy metal, go check it out. Maybe you'll like it. So very heavy, straight to the point. Very good song for sure. You have so much good merch. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there. So definitely, like I said, everybody go check that out if you haven't. Let's see. If Maverick is such a renowned coaster, how come there's only one? There are more than two Intamin Blitz coasters. Maverick, Cheetah Hunt, Ice Speed. Pantheon technically is listed as a Blitz coaster on RCDB. I don't know if I would really call it a Blitz, but I guess maybe it is. There's Taiga at Linnamaki, which I don't think that's technically listed as a Blitz model, but it's very similar. It's basically a Blitz coaster. There's there's Nefeskessen. There's quite a few Intamin Blitz coasters actually. So those are by no means the only Blitz coasters out there. Let's see. RCDB lists 10 Blitz coasters. Oh yeah, Terran. We can't forget Terran. That's a Blitz coaster. So we won't mention that though. Okay, we won't mention that. It's a secret. Definitely not enough Intamin prefabs. I agree. There's only 4 of those, each in a different country. So few and far between. The ones we have though are amazing. But yeah, back to the Blitz coasters. There's 10 on here. 10 Blitz coasters on RCDB. Pantheon is one. There's Cheetah Hunt, Ice Speed, Maverick, Nefiskesen, Red Fire, Steel Dolphin. I forgot about that one, which looks awesome. There's Taiga, Terran, and also an unknown one for 2020 in China. So, yep. Got soil work, huh? Interesting. Okay. Be looking forward to it. Honestly, I prefer I mean, I love all soil work. All their albums are great. I actually prefer some of their newer stuff though. Which I mean, I feel like a lot of people do. I mean, all soil work is phenomenal, so can't go wrong with them. I have tried Balder. All right, the Intimate Family invert. I don't know. Are those like the 2 inverts that they did? I mean, those weren't really family rides though. They were smaller, but they weren't really family rides. Indiana Beach used to be your home park. All right. Did you move, or are you just saying used to, because it's closed, or do you have a new home park now? There should be more Intamin Megalites. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of models that we should have more of, to be honest with you. Yeah, like the Hyper GTX. I don't know why more of those haven't been built. Yeah, there's only 5 Megalites. I think they're all in Asia. No, one's in Denmark. There's Jur Summerland, which has one. Um, Mach also did their own Megalite. It's basically a clone of the Intamin Megalite called Alpenblitz. They have that one too. Um, the clearing of the vortex look like they're clearing for the beasts. What do you mean, like as far as the amount of land? I Can we do some trivia? Sorry, I don't have any trivia questions ready. I would love to. I know you guys love doing the trivia. It's fun and everything. Um, but I have such a hard time coming up with trivium questions. Um, Trivium. Did I say trivium questions? I have a hard time coming up with trivia questions as it is. Like for my Coaster Cafe live streams, a lot of times I think of those trivia questions. I'll tell you guys the secret now. I think of those a lot of times like right before I start the live stream, just because I'm pressed and I really got to come up with something. Um, so I have a hard time coming up with good original questions. It wasn't hard for like the first like 5 episodes or so, but after that I started running out of good questions that I could think of. So home park is Kings Island. All right. Awesome home park there. Distortion Sleep. Okay. Distortion Sleep's a good song. And actually that album, Figure Number 5 is an album I really enjoy. A lot of people say that that's a very weak soil work album. Personally, I love it. I mean, it's not like one of their best in my opinion, but it's to me it's very on par. I love that album, and yeah, Distortion Sleep, you definitely can't complain about that song. That's a good one. So, Park Worldwide going there or something. Cedar Point's your new home park. Nice, nice. Got the same home park. Yeah, Puritan. Yeah. Family inverts from Intamin and Jers Summerland. Okay. I was just on their page because I went to Puritan. So here we go. Jers Summerland. We got, where's it at? Inverted Draconin. Oh, okay. I mean, it's listed as a thrill coaster. I don't know. That's kind of, it looks like it kind of tolls the line between family and thrill, maybe. Um, it looks like a very cool, very fun ride. That has some tight turns on it. It looks like it'd be a little too intense though, almost for a family ride. It's listed as a thrill ride on here, and I could see how it could. I think it's probably one of those rides that kind of tolls the line between family and thrill, but I feel like it's more thrilling probably. Um, I haven't watched a POV of it, but no, the beast is all grown in. Flying his drones video. I saw trees down next to the beast track. Oh, yeah, probably in like that front section there over by the lift hill. They might take some of the trees down. Hopefully, not too many. Remember the airplane fan 987 guy that watched your streams? He quit YouTube Tuesday. Yeah, he made videos. I didn't know he like made videos and stuff. He just like deleted his channel or what? See, it was really fun to edit. The music just fit the tone of the teaser coming May 1st. All right, awesome. I look forward to it. Got a couple weeks. We don't know when the parks are opening yet. Oh yeah, that's another thing. And we'll talk about these things too in the Coaster Cafe live stream, but I'm sure everybody knows Cedar Fair extended their passes for all parks all the way through 2021. So any kind of pass you have and any kind of add-ons like the meal plans, the drink plans, anything like that, all good through 2021. So major props to Cedar Fair. They really didn't have to do anything like that. I think it's very smart they did it. It was definitely good as like a PR move, but they certainly did not have to do that. So major props to them, honestly. They did a tremendous job with that, I think. So definitely somewhat good news, you know. In a way, it's good news. So people say Tigress is a filler for Iron Gwazi. Do you agree? I, yeah, I mean, it was more just filler until we got Iron Gwazi, but I mean, even if they wouldn't have got Tigress, I mean, they didn't really go that long without a new coaster. So, do I prefer B&M wing or dive coasters? Wing, no doubt about it. Dive coasters, I've been on Valraven, not a fan of it. So, possible to convert a stand up to a sit down coaster. Yeah, that's been done with Mantis turned into Rougarou, Vortex at California Great America turned into Patriot. So and then of course Apocalypse to Firebird at Six Flags America. So that's been done. Of course with the floorless trains, but still they're sit down trains, you know, floorless. Delete his channel because someone said he trolled him. Okay. No. They have not announced that parks are closed for all of 2020. They just said that passes will be good for all of 2021. So if they open back up at all this year, the Cedar Fair parks, if they open back up at all, they'll be good for whatever season we have left and then all of 2021. So, yep. Definitely good that they did that. Yeah. Favorite Cedar Fair park apart from Cedar Point? Good question. Probably King's Dominion. Or no. King's Island. Sorry. What am I thinking? King's Island, definitely. Yeah, King's Island's definitely the best one. Kings Island's one of my all-time favorite parks. It's up there. It's up there with with Cedar Point and Dollywood, to be honest. There are even things about Kings Island that I prefer over Cedar Point, I have to say. It is kind of hard for me to say that, to be honest, and I know it's probably not the most popular opinion, but I just got to be honest. I think there are quite a few things Kings Island does do better than Cedar Point. Obviously, Cedar Point has the best coaster collection out there. Um, and it's probably still my favorite park. Think B&M doesn't make the sit down trains anymore. I don't know. I don't know if they wouldn't make them. I feel like maybe they would still make them. It's just nobody orders those regular standard sit down coasters with the floors anymore because they've been made obsolete basically. Um, Last one opened in 2008, which was Led Zeppelin ride at Hard Rock Park, which is now in another country. That was built in 2008. That was the last one. So there's only been 5 of them actually. So floorless or wing? Good question. Probably wing. That's hard to say, but I'll say wing. My favorite floorless coaster I've ridden, Dominator, is definitely quite a bit better than a lot of the wing coasters I've ridden out of the 3 I've ridden. But I think overall as a model, I'd probably say wing. I love the wing coasters actually. I feel like dive coasters are just mediocre and wings are over the top. Yeah, dive coasters they just seem mediocre to me. I'm gonna be honest, Valraven's kind of the snooze fest to me. Like people crap on Gatekeeper and say it's forceless. I love Gatekeeper, but to me, Valraven is pretty forceless. Besides like 1 or 2 small moments, it's not a big fan of it. Let's see. Currently, Waldemere got a waiver to work with only 10 people for park preparations. Construction of new rides are still delayed. Rally Racer takes 3 to 5 weeks to finish. The 2021 rides are uncertain. Are there any rumors about what they were getting for 2021? I would like to know that. So the good B&M dives have the old restraints you actually get air. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. I would like to ride one of those for sure. I think Yukon Striker looks pretty good as well. I think it looks like a really fun dive coaster. Has a very unique layout for a dive coaster for sure. Very intimidating looking. Those rides look very intimidating. And they're kind of cool that way. They're very cool looking rides. And obviously they're very successful rides. I mean, they bring in tons of attendance for those parks. And those lines are always long for those things. People love those. Great capacity. So number 1 bucket list coaster in the UK. Off the top of my head, I guess Nemesis. Probably Nemesis. It looks awesome. Orion was supposed to open on the 11th, and I was supposed to have ridden it already, but yeah. Goal is to get 300 rides on Diamondback. All right, good luck with that. I don't know if it'll happen this year, but let's see. Is my home park Cedar Point? Yes, my home park is Cedar Point. My favorite wing coaster, Thunderbird at Holiday World. See, Six Flags Great America or Holiday World? Holiday World, probably. Would I say that Rougarou is the worst floorless coaster? No, by no means. By no means. The least favorite I've ridden, but I've only been on 2 floorless models. That and Dominator. Dominator I prefer a lot over Rougarou, but I still think Rougarou is solid. So let's see. For 2021, the news said 2 new rides for Waldemere. It is possible it could be postponed, but I hope not. They're already making adjustments to their 5-year plan. Ooh, yeah. I'm guessing pretty much every park is doing that right now. So does Vekoma still make boomerangs? I'm not really positive, to be honest. I feel like I've seen and heard like conflicting things about that. So I'm really not positive. They're still on their website, so I'm guessing they would still produce them if a park wanted to buy one. I want to say that the last brand new ground up Vekoma boomerang though opened in like maybe 2015, 2014, or 2015 or something like that. I'm gonna look now. Let's see. The last ground up one. Oh, 2019 apparently. One opened in China, a brand new one according to RCDB. Opened in 2019, so they're still making them, I guess. Vestor strains just take away from the drop. Yeah, I could see that. I do like the Vestor strains, but they definitely do restrict you more. So, is Nighthawk really that bad? In my opinion, yes. A lot of people love it though, so right at your own risk, I guess. Sheikra or Griffin? I think Griffin looks a little better, so I'll go with that. Pretty much the same ride though, really. Been on Yukon Striker. It's quite good. Probably my number 3 at the park. I feel like that's where it'd fall for me too. Maybe 4. Is SLC out of production? Not really sure, but they have the new STC now, suspended thrill coaster, which looks phenomenal. They're building one at Tripsdrill right now in Germany. Being a multi-launch, that would be phenomenal. I would love to see B&M do a multi-launch. Yeah. Especially if it was anything even remotely close to like, Maverick or something like that. Prefer the Smiler to Nemesis? Okay. Smiler looks fun. Do I wish Vortex was still there and we're okay with that? Vortex didn't do much for me. I didn't think it was a terrible ride. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was a great either. It was just kind of did nothing for me. I will miss seeing it in the park though. Such an icon. Really good looking. I'll definitely miss seeing it at Kings Island. So, what parks would I love to visit in Europe? All of them. There's so many parks I would like to visit in Europe. I mean, all of the usual ones basically hear people talk about. Europa Park, Holiday Park for Expedition G-Force, Phantasialand. I mean, all the usual ones, honestly. Firebirds, the worst floors. I could definitely see that. Hey, Tim. Cedar Point teased on their website that it's opening May 2020. They teased that? When did they tease that? Is that on their website right now? I'm gonna have to check that out. Let's see. The family boomerang at Furp Summerland. Yeah, those family boomerangs look like decent little family coasters, I think. So they have quite a few of those actually, I believe. Orion's queue is kind of confusing. Why is that? Is it set up weird? Like, why is it confusing? I haven't actually seen it yet, like the queue for it. So, station looks all right. Honestly, I wish they would do. They're probably not going to have a whole lot of theming with it, but I would like to see them do a really nicely done job with the theming, like they did on Copperhead Strike, because they really knocked it out of the park with that. But being at Kings Island, it's probably not going to be on that level anywhere near that. I think Cedar Point will definitely get a B&M flyer at some point in the future. Yeah. I think it's in their future plans. Yeah. Thoughts on Energylandia? Good park, huge park, tons of coasters, a few great ones, a lot of filler coasters though. But overall, it looks like a pretty good park, I think. The theming looks decent, although kind of probably cheaply done theming, but it looks pretty good in my opinion. So there's a third new thing for Waldemar in 2020, a gourmet popcorn stand. Oh, okay. Nice, nice. Where's that going to be at? Do you know? Where at in the park? Thoughts on Christian music? The only Christian music I really listen to and really enjoy is Christian heavy metal music like Demon Hunter. I love Demon Hunter, August Burns Red, bands like that, just because I love the music. So, how many Six Flags parks I've been to? I have not been to Six Flags Park yet, unless you want to count when I went to Geauga Lake. But I was at Geauga Lake for the first time the year after Cedar Fair bought it. So I never went there as a Six Flags park. See you, Matthew. If I would only get to go to one Cedar Fair park, which would it? Well, Cedar Point, because it's my home park, man. Yeah. If it had to be one other one, though, Kings Island. Yeah. Which is still pretty close to me, so pretty lucky. I did check. Okay. The Terra Coaster. Thanks for bringing that up, G Money. I don't know if it was you that pointed it out. Somebody pointed out to me on a live stream. Cedar Point said on their website that they're the first park to have a Terra Coaster. And that was really exciting news. And I got excited about it at first. But let me tell you what I found out. Okay. So the Ride Warriors itinerary page on Cedar Point's website said that they were the first park to have a hypercoaster, gigacoaster, stratocoaster, and Terra Coaster. I, along with many other enthusiasts, have come to know Terra Coaster to be associated with a 500-foot tall coaster. But I found out that on Cedar Point's website, they actually refer to Maverick as a Terra Coaster. I couldn't find anywhere else, including Intamin's website, that referred to Maverick as a Terra Coaster. Only Cedar Point's website. But Maverick was the first Blitz coaster. So I guess Cedar Point calls Maverick a Terra Coaster. And it does say that on Maverick's page. It says that Maverick is a Terra Coaster. And also, I saw some things on forums when I did a Google search for Terra Coaster, and I found things on forums from like years and years back where people were talking about Terra Coasters as like rides that use the terrain. So yeah, you told me it was you or somebody else told me about that. I went to the website and checked it out. I got really excited, but then I found out it's probably nothing. But they also know they can mess with us enthusiasts because I'm sure they're probably aware that enthusiasts think of that as being a Terra Coaster like 500 feet. So they're like, oh, we called Maverick a Terra Coaster. We can mess with the enthusiasts. That's probably what they're doing. So, yeah, I don't think it's really much of anything, but I do think Cedar Point could get a 500-foot coaster eventually. I think they will, but I think it'll be a while. So, where do I think Orion will rank out of all the Gigas? Good question. Well, for me, it's Fury 325, I-305, Millennium Force currently. Those are the Gigas I've been on. Haven't been on Leviathan yet. I feel like, though, it'll be somewhere around the middle. I would say it'll probably still be Fury, I-305, and then maybe Orion after that. I think Orion and Leviathan might kind of flip-flop for those 3 and 4 spots, depending on preferences. So, see. What do you think Wicked Cyclone for me? It's top tier MC. I've never been on Wicked Cyclone. I've heard a lot of mixed things about it. So. Mostly positive, mostly very good things. But see, don't know where the popcorn stand will be. Probably the main food building. There are some unpopular games that might be removed. Yeah, I could definitely see him ripping some of those games out for sure. Favorite park in Pennsylvania that I've been to? Probably Kennywood. I would say Kennywood. Waldemar is really close though. Out of the parks I've been to personally. It was you. Okay. Would I rather go on Untamed or Wildfire? Wildfire, no doubt. Looks like such an awesome ride. So does Untamed. SeaWorld parks are the best U.S. chain when it comes to theming. Well, technically Disney's a chain and they're in the US, so I would say Disney's the best, but, I think you're trying to say, like, the more consumer, like, the more affordable parks, and I would agree that, like, SeaWorld is kind of, like, sort of closer to the affordability of, like, a Cedar Fair, but a little bit more expensive, and they do very good theming, so I definitely agree with that. Try to pin Fari Looping coaster, so now your spirit. Hey, what's up, man? Coaster lover? Next coaster for knots. I think they could get a Mac multi-launch. I could really see that there, and I love Copperhead Strike, so no complaints from me. Aside from RMCs, do I think Six Flags Parks has a better lineup of coasters? Um, nah, not for the most part. I mean, it depends on the parks. I mean, but I feel like when you're comparing the top tier Cedar Fair parks versus the top tier Six Flags parks, I feel like Cedar Fair edges them out just a little bit with coaster lineup. There are certainly exceptions, though. Certainly exceptions. I've not been to Silver Dollar City. No. Paulton's is on. I think Paulton's is on a good path. I'd agree. That Tornado Springs area looks awesome. Coaster lover. Good point. I've always wondered if Mean Street Cannery ever got on Steel Vengeance. I would love to know that. Which 2020 coaster am I most looking forward to? I was tentatively going to be riding Candemonium, Jersey Devil, and Orion, and out of those, probably Jersey Devil. That's probably not happening at this point, but you know, how much do they pay a ride up? I don't know. Probably minimum wage. Maybe probably a little more than that. Depends what park. I don't know what park you're talking about, but top 3 at Cedar Point. Go watch my Cedar Point ranked video. I did a video ranking all the Cedar Point coasters back in July. Go check that out because that still applies today. So I do have a dog. Yeah, his name's Oliver. Have a dog and a cat. Currently 2 dogs and 2 cats because we're watching our friend's dog and cat for right now until they find a place. But see, Knott's has 3 launch coasters already. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. That's a good point. You'd want a Family, Woody, and Pony Express a spot, or Raptor and Coaster Rider spot. I think a Raptor. Well, I couldn't see a Raptor there because you got the capacity issue. Knott's is a very busy Cedar Fair park. I just don't see it. I think it'd be a great fit, like as far as their lineup of coasters goes, but for the capacity, it would not be good. One of those Gravity Group Family Woodies, though, would be awesome there for sure. What wooden coaster do I think will get RMC next? Ooh, that's a tough call. I don't know. Maybe Roar at Six Flags America, or potentially American Eagle. Can we see your pet dog? I think he's probably in the other room, like laying in the bed or something. I don't know. If he ever comes in here, though, I'll show him to you guys for sure. I do have a picture of him in my 500 subscriber video I did, though. There's a picture of him in there. I think it was when he was younger, but yeah, he's adorable. That'd be a lot of work to repaint rides for an anniversary, though. What do I think of Zier? Seemed like a good, solid manufacturer. Some good rides. Lots of good family stuff. Small gravity group at Paulton's or Chessington? Absolutely, that'd be great. Thoughts on Flight of Fear? Overall, it's a really good, intense ride. Yeah, I don't like the restraints though; they're awful. Racer got retract and Beast got new helix supports. Nice. Okay, I did see something about the Racer retracting. That's good. So I've never ridden Blue Side on the Racer. I went once in 2007. Um, I think they were probably running both sides then, but I think I rode the red side. Um, then the times I went last year, they never had the blue side going. So hopefully it's going this year, or if they open this year or whatever. Whenever they open back up, I should say. Well, the RMC Blue Streak video was obviously that was an April Fool's thing. So it would be fun as an RMC, but Blue Streak definitely needs to stay as is. So, which it will, you know. Yeah, 0 credits remaining is a very funny channel. So is Rob's Rides. Do you think we'll see GCI hybrids anytime soon? I think in the next few years, yeah. The next 3 years or so, I could see somebody getting one. Possibly Cedar Point. I could potentially see that. I didn't think Racer was rough, honestly. I never had a problem with it. A little bumpy, it's an old school wooden coaster, like what do you expect? But I didn't think it was rough, personally. Blue side's better. Well, I'm gonna have to take your word for that because I've only been on a red side. I did enjoy it. I did like the ride a lot. So Canada's Wonderland's next coaster, I think a wing coaster or a Mac multi-launch. A Mac multi-launch. What theme park will break the height record first? Cedar Point. I think Cedar Point will get the first 500-foot coaster at some point, whether it be 5 years or 10 years or whatever. Racer is horrible. Man, I love Racer. Top 5 coaster manufacturers. I don't know. I I don't really rank manufacturers because it's just so hard to do because there's so many things you got to look at. And they all do things differently and do things better than some other manufacturers. And would I rather go to Sweden or Netherlands for coasters? Sweden, because Kolmarden, Gronelund, I really want to go to those parks. And Liseberg, I really, really want to go to those parks in Sweden. So can I see Cedar Fair or Six Flags getting into the UK market? Not anytime soon. No. I feel like most people love Merlin, so that's an interesting perspective. Cedar Point's in dire need of a Woody. Yeah, they do need a good modern wooden coaster. I definitely agree. I hope that their next coaster is a wooden coaster. I really hope. I hope Magnum stays for a long time. I love Magnum. Much more unique than a B&M Hyper 2. It's, that crazy ejector airtime is so good. Will a coaster ever beat the 600-foot height record? We're way, way, way off from that if that ever does happen. I have been on Intimidator and Intimidator 305, yes. Reviews for both of them, so. Six Flags ever get a B&M again? Potentially. I don't see it in the near future, though. Think they'd rather have a new flyer than a new Woody at Cedar Point. I kind of feel like that too, but I hope the next one's a wood coaster. Nope, they won't work with Intamin again. I don't think so. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna cut this live stream off here. I really appreciate everybody joining. Don't forget to go check out my merch store. Um, and as always, thanks for the support on my channel or the merch store or just any way that you support me. It's greatly appreciated. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay inside, and you guys have a good one. I will catch you next time, probably on a Coaster Cafe. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.